folks, is no good. They're no good.
Then a new study shows the abusively biased liberal news media is in the tank for Hillary Clinton. Tucker Carlson, Monica Crowley, Judge Jeanine Pirro all weigh in. All of that plus the fives, Eric Bolling and Kimberly Guilfoyle on potential voter fraud. Hannity starts right here, right now.
And welcome to Hannity. And tonight, there are only 13 days left to stop the Obama-Clinton machine. And brand new polls show the race for the White House is tightening considerably. We'll check in with Newt Gingrich in just a minute. He's here to react. In a newly released Fox News four-way presidential race national poll, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, as you can see, they're separated by only 3 points. And in the all-important swing state of Florida, a brand new Bloomberg poll, well, he has Donald Trump up by 2 points over Hillary Clinton in a four-way race there. He's also, a poll out today has him up by 4 in Ohio and 3 in North Carolina. Now, also tonight, Donald Trump continues to campaign very hard in these key swing states. The GOP nominee was in North Carolina earlier today. Here are some of the highlights.
In 13 days, we are going to win North Carolina. And we are going to win back the White House, believe me. We're going to bring back your jobs that have been taken from you, that have been shipped all over the world, that have been shipped to Mexico. We are going to bring back your jobs, and we are not going to allow these companies to go to Mexico and other countries and take your jobs with them. We're going to stop the jobs from leaving North Carolina. We're going to start making things again in America. We are going to make things again. The jobs theft, that's what it is, will end.
Now, the liberal-loving Clinton media, the mainstream media, you know, the ones colluding with the campaign, they've declared this election is over before your votes have even been cast or counted. Now, they say it's impossible for Donald Trump to win. I disagree. I don't think they can be further from the truth. Let's take a look at the Hannity big board map. First thing I would say is you got to be able to find your state wherever it happens to be. I forget. I don't have the best history knowledge, but I do remember where most states are. Let's go back first and foremost to 2012. If Donald Trump wants to be president, all of these red states that you see here, he's got to win. That includes Utah, third party, spoiler candidate. Could be a factor there. Hope not. Hope Utah comes around, goes Trump. Arizona, it's been a little close. Latest poll out today, you have Trump up by 3. Colorado, poll shows today that it's a little closer than before, not as solidly blue. We'll get to that in a minute. And then you've got all these other states. But what are the must-win states if Donald Trump wants to be president? Number one, he's got to hold North Carolina. Polls have been very close there. One poll came out today, had him up 3. 2 polls out yesterday had him down 2 and 4 respectively. So North Carolina, if Donald Trump's going to be president, he must win North Carolina. Georgia, some close polls. I don't think it's in play. I don't think Texas is in play. Let's assume for a moment it's not. Now, Donald Trump wants to be the president of the United States. He's got to take right there. He's got to take Florida. We're assuming he's going to get Georgia. We believe he has to run the table. He's got to get North Carolina 15 electoral votes, or he is not going to be the president of the United States. Now, where are we? We're at 242. How do we possibly get, to the number he needs? The greatest state of all would be Pennsylvania. Let's put that in our back pocket. Iowa is now a must-win state for Donald Trump. Now, you've got Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Any of those 3 would be extremely helpful. The latest Wisconsin poll had him down by 5, but still a difficult path for him, so we won't put that in the Trump column yet. Same with Colorado. Colorado was close. Then Hillary started pulling away. There's a 5-point difference in Colorado as we speak today. But he's got to take Arizona. Must win for Donald Trump. He's got to win it. He's got to win Nevada. Now we're up to 265. How is it possible for Donald Trump to get 5 more electoral votes? There's a couple of ways to do it. He could take New Hampshire, polls tightened just late this afternoon to a 4-point race. If Donald Trump takes New Hampshire, 269. What? 269, 269, it goes to Congress. That's a good thing. But see up here, I can't pull it out. There's the 2nd Congressional District of Maine. If he pulls out that district, the magic number 269 goes to 270. Now, Let's say he can pull in Colorado, which has been, you know, close in some of the polls. Let's say that Donald Trump can put either Virginia here or Pennsylvania here, or there were a couple of close polls in Minnesota, not likely, but possible, or Wisconsin or Michigan. By the way, you people in Michigan, are you better off under Barack Obama the last 8 years? Do you really want more Hillary? Any of these would be a factor, but this gets you to the magic number. You've got to take Arizona, you've got to hold Utah, you've got to get Nevada, you've obviously got to carry all the other red states. Florida, Ohio, North Carolina must win. Virginia, Pennsylvania, any of these other states are extra. This, New Hampshire, you hold the keys to the kingdom. Those 4 electoral votes, if you take that away, you can go to New Mexico and get the 5 electoral votes there, but that's been trending blue as we have changing demographics. So there is a path to 270, very hard, very tough. He's got to thread a needle, but very possible. Is there a Brexit effect? Joining us now with reaction, the author of Treason, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. Mr. Speaker, what do you think of that analysis?
Well, I think you're largely right. I think, you know, Trump could either come very close or he could win by a surprising number of states. Because if you suddenly get a wave effect, there's a poll out, for example, in Minnesota that shows us 43-41. If he's within 2 points of Hillary right now in Minnesota, he has a real shot at carrying the state. So you start looking around and realizing all this news about Obamacare, and that's what's affecting Minnesota. They have an enormous increase in the cost of Obamacare in Minnesota. So big, the governor's talking about a special session of the state legislature to try to find some desperate solution for people who are not going to be able to afford their health insurance. You go state by state, there are a lot of states right now being shaken by the cost of Obamacare, the rising deductibility, and the fact that in a lot of places now, the insurance companies are all leaving. I think there are 600 counties that are down to one insurance company. And I think that kind of stuff jars people, and they say, wait a second, you know, I don't want to continue this with Hillary Clinton if this is what it's going to mean.
The states that are going to be impacted the most, it's going to be over 100% increase. I saw a couple of polls were close in Arizona. Arizona, to me, is a must-win Trump state. But they're going to have a 100+% increase. The promise was keep your doctor, keep your plan, save $2,500 per family per year. The average family already has seen $4,100 in increase in premiums up to this point. Now they're going to have anywhere between 25 and 116% increase in premiums. That's going to affect the people of Minnesota. It's going to affect the people of Wisconsin and Michigan, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Ohio, I mean, Florida in particular. You know, the elderly fixed income.
I was going to say, Sean, that's why I think the map you've got can actually be broadened out if people start putting 2 and 2 together and realizing, first of all, realizing it's all a lie. That just as Hillary Clinton lied, so did Barack Obama. This stuff's all been a lie. You now know, because he once again spoke out, that the architect of Obamacare actually said, look, it was designed to do this. I think this is the Democrats' first big step towards government-run health insurance by so shattering the private sector that it's not sustainable. So, but it's happening too soon. It's happening now, before the election, and that's why I think you're going to see more states coming into play, not fewer.
And by the way, Hillary sold it the same way Obama did. Keep your doctor, keep your plan, save money. She even compared Obamacare to Hillary Care. Watch this.
It was called Hillary Care before it was called Obamacare. Right? I worked hard back in 93 and 94 to get us toward universal health care. I don't want to start over again. I don't want to rip up this accomplishment and begin this contentious debate all over again. So I want to take the Affordable Care Act, I want to defend it, and I want to improve it.
We will start by reducing premiums by as much as $2,500 per family. If you already have health insurance, the only thing that will change under my plan is that we're going to work with your employer to lower your premiums.
And everybody will have lower rates, better quality care, and better access.
You can get the same good rates as a group that if you're an employee at a big company you can get right now, which means your premiums will go down.
Millions of real Americans like Jane and Brett Thomas benefiting from Obamacare every day. Their premiums are lower, their prescriptions are cheaper.
It's one huge, massive government failure that is on a foundation of lies, perpetuated by every Democrat, led by Obama and Hillary Clinton. Fair statement?
Yeah, and I think it's ironic. You know, Bill Clinton said this whole thing is crazy and it can't work. And I thought that was remarkable candor. And I think what we've seen since he said that about 2 weeks ago, we've had so much negative stuff coming out. My only point is, these are the kind of real-life, personal decisions. I talked to a friend whose premiums will go in Minnesota, whose premiums will go up this year, go up $2,400 more than she's already paying. And she just said, I don't know how I'm going to afford this. And so that's why you're going to see, I think, more and more people shy away from Clinton and the spectacle of how bad big government has become.
All right, stay right there. We got to take a break. We have a lot more with Newt Gingrich coming up straight ahead. Also coming up, Project Veritas released another new video, this one exposing some very